Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Eid Mubarak to everyone. I hope you had a very amazing and blessed Eid. So, as you might have guessed, this video is all about how I celebrate my Eid. This is my second EID-UL-FITR here in the UAE. So, I hope you like the video. Keep watching. So this is the night before the Eid. The sound that you just heard from the previous clip was that of the firing of the cannons. Here in the UAE, they fire cannons each day during the month of Ramadan to mark the iftar time, and they fire the cannon thrice on the day before the Eid. So it indicates that the Eid is on the next day if they fire the cannons 3 times. So after we heard the cannons, we got to know that tomorrow is Eid. So I started doing some prep, the usual ginger garlic, which does take a lot of time. So here I'm peeling the skin of the bottle gourd, or the loki, or Kaddu as we call. This is to make the sweet. After peeling and removing the seeds, I will give it to my husband. He will grate it for me because I hate grating things. Here I am marinating the chicken for making tandoori chicken on my husband's request. So I have already shared the video on how to make tandoori chicken. If you haven't checked it out, I will give the link in the iCard above and also in the description box below. Please do check it out if you haven't already. So before making any dessert, I am making khoya or mawa, whatever you call it. It is a thickened form of milk. Any desi sweet without khoya is incomplete. So first I'm making khoya here because khoya is not readily available in this country. So here I have taken thick cream. I have taken a teacup to measure it. So I will be taking equal quantities of thick cream and milk powder. So I have taken full fat heavy cream and also this full fat milk powder. That is how you'll get this creamy thick khoya. Now it's just the matter of cooking it on low flame until it thickens and forms a dough, almost like a dough consistency. So I thought using a spatula would be better to scrape off the sides. It would be easier to handle the cream. First the cream and the milk powder dissolve, and then we have to cook it nicely until it gets nice and thick. So after continuously stirring it for about 10 minutes, this is what it should look like. I am going to switch the flame off and let it cool. It will thicken as it cools. So that's done. So first I'm making China grass here, for which I have taken 1 packet of this China grass or agar agar. It is around 10 grams. I bought this from India when I was on vacation last time. So yeah, I am going to soak this china grass in water for about an hour or so. So here in a mixer jar, I have taken blanched almonds and cashew nuts. I've also removed the skin of the almonds. These are about a handful of almonds and cashew nuts. Into this, I'm going to add half of the quantity of the khoya that I have made. And I am going to blend this into a nice smooth mixture. So the next step is warming the milk or boiling the milk for the china grass. So here I'm going to take 500 milliliters of full fat milk and I am going to warm it. So now that the milk is about to boil, I am adding this soaked china grass. I have strained it from the water and I am adding it into this warm milk. I am going to give a nice mix so that the china grass dissolves in milk. So here I've changed the pot because the milk overflew from the other pot because I looked somewhere for just 2 or 3 seconds and it overspilled. Anyway, I was really annoyed with that. So into this milk mixture I have added 1 cup of sugar and the blended almond, cashew and khoya paste, and I'm going to mix all this nicely. So I'm using a whisk so that everything combines well. So we are going to let it boil for about 2 or 3 minutes, and that's it. Oh yes, to make it tastier I added half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. This is what makes it all the difference, gives it that nice yummy flavor. If not, it is just like eating solid milk. The nuts and the vanilla is what gives it the flavor. So here I have taken the pot off the heat and I am transferring the mixture into a deep plate. So there was a little more of the mixture left out, which I am pouring into these small glass bowls. So we have to let this set. Before setting, I am topping it off with some more nuts. So after the plate had cooled completely, I had put it in the refrigerator and I took it out during the evening because we had the sweet from the bowls in the morning. This is how it should look like, and you can cut through it easily after it has set. It was really delicious. I'm trying to figure out how to cut them in the shape of a diamond. You can give it any shape basically. So there, my perfect china grass is ready. Time for dessert number 2. Because it's Eid, why have one dessert? Let's have 2. So here in a pot I have taken ghee, around 2 tablespoons. Into this I am going to fry some nuts, almonds and cashews, which I had blanched. I am going to roast them in the ghee until they turn nice and golden. So I am taking the nuts off from the pot and keeping it aside for later. Alright, so into the same ghee I am going to be adding the grated bottle gourd. So this is the bottle gourd that I had shown earlier. My husband grated it for me and I have removed the excess water. This is how much it turned out to be. So I am going to roast the bottle gourd nicely in the ghee until the raw smell of the vegetable is gone. So into the roasted bottle gourd I have added 1 liter of milk, and now I'm adding this sabudana or sago seeds, which I had soaked in water for about an hour. Next I'm adding these crushed cardamom pods. There are 3 cardamom pods in here. You can as well add 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder. Now I've added sugar, 1 cup of it. You can add more or less according to your preference. Now all that we have to do is let all these ingredients cook until the milk reduces and the kheer thickens. So now I'm adding the rest of the khoya mixture that was left out. You can see how well it has thickened. So now, just to give it that sort of a pastel green color, I am going to be adding a few drops of food color, green food color, just to give it that nice look. I'll cook this for about 10 more minutes and that's it. Our kheer will be ready. I'm going to cool it at room temperature and then dish it out and put it in the fridge so that it's nice and chilled in the morning. So after I finished all the work, it was almost midnight, and now I am putting mehndi on my hands because Eid without mehndi is not possible at all. So not that I'm great at putting mehndi, but you have to manage when you're alone. this is the final look of my mehendi. Not bad. So after the Eid prayers, we had a breakfast, and my husband wanted to taste the dessert now, so I'm just serving him some. After the breakfast, we had a nice long nap. We actually overslept and got up during lunchtime. It was already late and I had to rush and make biryani very fast, so I couldn't record it, but I did make mutton biryani and also the tandoori chicken. So I had put the biryani on dum. This is how it looks like. So here's our Eid lunch: mutton biryani, tandoori chicken and 2 desserts. After having lunch, we talked to our families back home, wished everybody, and that's it. That was our Eid. So that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you did, please do like, share and comment, and also please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't yet. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.